Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a very exciting video that has been literally months in the making, and that is my journal ecosystem. I have been getting into journaling lately, and I should have already posted my day in the life video, and I showed you that I do start every day journaling. I have created my perfect system of all of my notebooks, so I will say it does seem daunting when you look at it. I feel like it's not as much as what some other people show. These all are part of my journaling ecosystem, and I will be using them daily in 2026, and I'm so excited to start doing that. Two of them are 2026 notebooks, so I was waiting for my final one to arrive today to film this video. Back in August of 2025, I started daily pages. I did not know that that was what it was called. I got on journaling TikTok, got addicted, really wanted a Louise Carmen, didn't, and I waited to splurge on a leather cover that's not Louise Carmen this month, so I took about 4 months to see if journaling was something I wanted to get into. I have been journaling since I was in elementary school. I was in love with two book series, one called The Amazing Days of Abby Hayes, one called Madison Finn, like from the Files of Madison Finn. Both of those books had a female main character who was obsessed with like writing and stuff, and I became obsessed with writing. So I still actually have all of my old journals. I started writing in elementary school, through middle school, through high school, through college, and then stopped in basically 2015 and did not start again until now. I attempted to in 2020. I do have a different journal that I actually did a line a day journal from. I was pretty consistent with that, but I've not consistently written in a notebook in a decade. So I don't know why I stopped. I've always loved writing, and I love everything about like putting pen to paper. So in August, I bought this Moleskine journal. Look how pretty. Put this Redbubble sticker on it, and I've been writing in it every single day, with a few exceptions, since August. So we have made it really far. Like this morning I didn't write in it. I had too much stuff to do after I worked out that I did not spend a time writing, but I guess you can see. I have filled this much up with my daily pages. I write 2 pages a day, and now I went on an international trip, so I missed like a week of writing. I started this August 13th, and I start my journal with 2 things I'm thankful for, what I'm currently reading, what I'm currently listening, and then I write for 2 pages. I do this every morning when I wake up, when I can, and it has been my favorite part of my day because I used to sit in bed and scroll TikTok for 10 minutes before I went and worked out, and I was like, I need to stop using my phone so much, so what can I do? And writing called to me. So I am writing in this journal. This is my first journal of my ecosystem. I love it. Now I'm buying too many notebooks to replace this when it's done. I already have 2 in line next, and more that I could choose from, but it's okay. I have this one. I will continue writing in it. I love it so much, and it just feels so fulfilling. Filling a notebook with your words and your thoughts, and I just write about anything. What I'm doing, how I'm feeling, what's going on in my life. I love it. I did want to show, I did get this pen pouch when I was in Chicago. I went to a stationery store called Atlas Stationers, and I got this pen pouch. It is like the best thing ever. I wish I got a bigger one now that I'm getting more into pens, which has been a recent development, but I got this, and it is the Rickshaw brand, and it's like furry on the inside, and I just have my 2 pens that I use all the time when I journal in here, and I do think that this is great for travel because if I don't want to take a bunch of pens with me and I just want to take the necessities, I will bring this, and I did bring this actually to Europe with me with my one notebook, and I just take this on all my trips with me. So this is my staple every day. Another everyday notebook that I currently use is my line a day journal. I started a line a day journal for the first time in 2015, and I did that from 2015 to 2020, and then I started a new one 2020 through 2023-ish, and then I stopped. I don't know why I stopped, but I did, and so I have those still. My Jane Austen one is completely full. I love looking through it, and I decided in August I wanted to start another one. I didn't want to wait until January, so I'm kind of annoyed that it starts mid, like over halfway through. So this is where I started it. Over here is full for this year for 2025, but I guess I could, I don't know what I would want to do. Like once I get to 5 years from now, do I want to restart in a January one or not? But this has been around for a long time. I just got this on Amazon. It was like $10. I love the color scheme. I love the golden orange. I do love orange. So all of my journals don't match colors. I don't care about my color scheme, but I do write a line at the end of each day about what I've done and how the day was. My last one I said, had a relaxing day. I slept in, finally started reading Alchemize and Walk the Dogs. We watched an episode of the end of season 4 of Stranger Things, and I had reading sprints. That was my day. So I just give a little bit of a synopsis of what happened. And I love this too, daily. Then, I don't know where I want to go next. Do we want to go planner route or just jotting down notebook route, I feel like let's go planners. So I have 2 planners that are going to be part of my daily routine as well in 2026, and those are these 2. I did purchase my first Hobonichi and it came today and I'm obsessed, but we will get to that. The first journal I have is my planner. It is a moleskin planner. It's super tiny, but I did see someone talk about how they got something like this for work, and I love the idea. I currently have a big spiral bound planner that I feel like I just waste so much space in because I only literally write down dates that I have meetings or dates I have live shows, and that's it, or like dates like bills are due or something, and so I don't need all that space. So I got this, I decorated it with my favorite stickers, and I'm annoyed that these don't start till January because I want to start using them now, but that's okay. This starts January 2026, and how this one is set up is it has the week on this side, and it actually has lined paper over here, and someone said they take meeting notes here, and I was like, that is genius. I have sticky notes everywhere, and then like I kind of want to keep them in case I need to reference them, but then I'm like, where would I put them? And so what I do is I do have a weekly meeting every single week, like a team meeting, and I would love to jot down any specific notes to me that I have to worry about in here, and anytime I have any other meetings would be great. And then I just put what I have going on that day, because I do use a online to-do list for work, so I don't need to write down to-do lists every day of like all of my tasks, because a lot of them like reoccur. So we use ClickUp, and if you like have something you need to do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can set that up easily in there. So I do have work to-dos on my computer digitally, but this will be so nice to have to look at when I have like appointments and meetings and any other dates I need to keep track of, and then I can just put down little notes in here I want to keep if I'm like in a meeting or something like that. So this is going to be my basically work and life planner, and I'm very, very excited to use it. I just love the Moleskine brand so much, so this is gonna be so fun. And then this kind of goes into my daily planning and daily journaling. So I did buy my first Hobonichi. I'm going to decorate it. I just ordered some new stickers as well and a clear cover. I'm a little bummed because the corner is just like a little dented, but I'm trying to be more conscious of how much I waste and return if something's not perfect, and they're just gonna throw this away, and I'm fine using it. It's just like the smallest little dent in the corner, so it's fine. I did get the A6 size, which I am obsessed with, and what I want to do is I want to try journaling a page to a prompt every day. So I do want to do a little bit of research. I follow this TikToker who does Notebook November, where she gives you a prompt every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some of her videos have popped up, and I was like, I love this idea of kind of going deeper into my journaling, because right now I do sometimes go deep, but sometimes it's just like me talking about just random things, which is totally fine, but I kind of want to go into my mind a little more. So for this, I am going to use this as a prompted journal, and because it's the small size, I feel like I'm not going to be intimidated, and I just have to do the page. So it's every single day. I need to do this at some point. I don't know whether I want to do it in the morning, if I want to just end my day with this since I do my morning pages, and I will also be using the monthly calendars in the front for YouTube planning, just so I have that. Ooh, so we do have December 2025, so I could start using this there. I was hoping it would fit in my traveler's notebook, but it definitely does not. That would be massive, so it's not going to go in here, but I will be using this. It's going to stay on my desk with my other planner, and I will be referencing it all the time. I do now have 2 traveler's notebooks, and I'm obsessed with them. I do have to be okay about the patina and wear on them, because that is the purpose. I know some people like put them in the bags all the time, and I don't need to do that. This already has some scratches. I just had this in a stack, and so the charm did scratch the surface a little too, but that is the point of this, because I'm obsessed with how it looks with the charms, and I would prefer the wear and tear of showing the love that I give this thing. So we're gonna keep the charm there. It's okay. It's got a little bit of scratches already. I've only had this for like a week, but I am using this all the time, and so it's totally okay for it to show that. But this I got from Cabine Nord. So this one is my YouTube and social media ideas. So inside of here, I have my Leuchtturm notebook that I do have embossed. I got this when I was visiting the Frankfurt Book Fair in Germany, and they were doing free embossing, so I got that. And then I do have a Moleskine, just like tiny little thing here for other ideas. I'm not sure what I want to use that for just yet, but I use this as my filming notebook right now. So every time I need to film a video, I lay out exactly what I need to talk about. So like I had authors I discovered in 2025, I had 5-star romances and almost 5-star romances. So these are all videos that I recently filmed. I was using a spiral notebook for that, and I'm going to use my Leuchtturm now for that. So I want to decide what I want to do. This might just be like a to-do list of other things that I want to keep track of, just so I use this a little bit more, but I'm obsessed with this, and I do want to get a Louise Carmen at some point, but those are a heavy investment compared to this. I did add my own charms. I love it. I can link everything down below as well that I'm talking about in case you're interested in as well, but my newest addition, which I am obsessed with, is my Paper Republic Traveler's Notebook. I had gone to that stationery store in Chicago and I saw some Traveler's Notebooks and I was like, these are literally the cutest things ever, but what would I keep in there? I don't know. And so I did not purchase anything impulsively. I was thinking it through, and then I got down the rabbit hole of the personal curriculum. After this video, I am posting a video to my Patreon all about my personal curriculum, so if you're interested, that's always linked down below. But I am starting a personal curriculum because I love learning. I love learning new things, and I realized that I haven't really like purposefully learned a lot of things lately in a while, like since college, and so I want to start being more purposeful about what I decide to use my time for. Stop scrolling on my phone. And so I got this to use for my personal curriculum. So I did a TikTok video already where I'm going to share my journey on there as well of my December personal curriculum, where I'm going to be looking at a couple different things, but the main priority is reading Little Women and watching the film adaptations. I did minor in film studies and English literature in college, and I love it so much, but I really haven't read a classic in a very long time, and I've never read Little Women, so I do want to tackle that. So this is what I'm going to be using for my personal curriculum. So this is Paper Republic. I got this gorgeous like turquoise color, and I need to put this sticker on because I finally found this. It's my Atlas Stationer sticker, but I have a small moleskin journal in here that I'm going to be using to map out my curriculum, give myself some due dates, and write any notes while I complete my learning. And then I do have a little clear pouch in here, and then I have my field notes. I got a pack of 3, and this is my first one, and I already put in my ideas that I wanted to use for my personal curriculum, so that is there. Just notes about videos I was watching and like what to look for when you are trying to build your curriculum, so I put that in here, and this is just gonna be my brainstorming of things I want to learn, and just kind of like a brain dump of what I'm interested in, and if I see different things I'm interested in, stick that in here. So that is what this final notebook will be used for. I do have a new Uniball pen that I bought as well that I'm going to keep in here, and I am very excited to start using this one as well. I cannot wait. And that is the last kind of journaling kind of system inside of itself that I've added to my ecosystem. I do have a lot of different journals for a lot of different purposes, but I feel like they will make me feel much more organized, especially in my brain of the different ways I'm using each of them. And I'm very excited to have dedicated spaces to daily writing because I'm so excited to try out the Hobonichi and see how I feel. A lot of people will use this as like a junk journal for each day or a spread for each day, and I love that idea, but I know I'll get behind and then I'll get discouraged and then just give it up. So I think writing to just a prompt a day will be so fun to do in here and thought-provoking, and I'm excited to see where that goes. And of course, continuing my daily pages. This will hopefully change throughout the year as I complete journals, and who knows, maybe I'll continue and maybe write 3 pages. I do know that the Artist's Way talks about daily pages and you're supposed to write 3 pages. I did not know that was a thing when I started. I just decided to write every morning because I knew that's when I would be able to get to it, because at night I just get distracted and then I stay up too late and then I just put off what I'm supposed to do. So I am excited for my new routines, and just my little collection of notebooks makes me so happy. But that is my journal ecosystem. Let me know if you have one and what kind of notebooks you use in your ecosystem. I would love to hear, and if you've made it this far, leave me a pen emoji in the comments to let me know you watched, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.